It's Wednesday, May 26th, and we're just on the other side of the Sweetwater River here in the Red Desert. So today we'll just walk as far as we can, as we do most days. We're on the road right now, so our progress is pretty rapid. Yesterday when we started out the hike, there was no trail. We just went across 6 miles of sagebrush, basically, and that slowed us up and was rather unpleasant, although there are worse things. So our tarp did okay last night, but it wasn't really challenged by very difficult weather. We really sincerely hope we aren't challenged by the weather that can develop here. Last year at around this same time, we had a number of very severe storms day after day, and I don't know how well we do with this particular shelter in a big storm. Well, we may find out. So stay tuned. Karen's figured out the way this tarp's supposed to be set up. We had it set too low last night. So Karen did some experimentation this morning, and that'll be a lot better for us tonight. Well, we're off at 7:15 this morning. Pretty nice weather. We've got a spring coming up in 5.7 miles. Upper Mormon Spring. We've both got about 20 ounces of water to get us there this morning, which is more than plenty. So, all systems are go. Okay, just pull this up. These. Well, here's our first water source for the day, Upper Mormon Spring. Looks really good, actually. Quite a bit of water in this desert right now. There's even some water on the road in tire tracks. Look how beautiful this is. Oh man, that's very clear water. And we're just picking up another liter of water here. Our next source is Weasel Spring, which is 5.7 miles from here. I always like to carry just a little bit of extra water. We got 10 miles in by lunch. I should have finished this chocolate before I started. The tread's really good. We're on road. double track, and the wind is up a little bit, but it's not terrible. So 10 miles is good progress. So we'll see what we can get by the end of the day.
Going this way, but this part's going that way.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of what it's doing.
Low clouds.
Yeah, they are. We were just talking about what to do if it lightning here. Basically, if you're lying on the ground, you're the highest thing around. So let's hope there's not much lightning or any.
It can hit over there.
You can hit over there. There's some high places for it. Go over there, lightning. We cut our lunch break a little short because there are some dandy thunderclouds building in the background over here. We don't know where they're going to go, but we hope they don't come here. Great to see James again. Yeah, he came close to being a real problem. James just told us a story about dropping his back off of a cliff in Colorado only a little while back, a few days, and went into town in his socks. He didn't even have his boots, it didn't sound like. Somebody picked him up, took him into their home. He got in touch with somebody. Got him in touch with a mountaineering store or a climbing store, and they spent 3 or 4 days rappelling him where he dropped it until they found it. That's one of the most unbelievable stories I ever heard. Well, we've hiked about 20 miles today and we're pretty tired, so the wind's been relentless all day, but fortunately it's been at our backs, so we had an easier time in that regard. It's been double track, good road all day, and mostly downhill, so made for just about ideal hiking conditions except for the gigantic winds, which persists. So we're going to sit here for an hour to an hour and a half without putting up the tarp at all or anything, and wait hopefully for it to die down. Well, at the moment we're waiting for the wind to die, and we really hope it does, because it's going to be a very uncomfortable night otherwise. So I'll be back in 30-40 minutes to let you know how it's going. Well, it's almost 6 o'clock and we're still waiting for the wind to die. More news later. It's 6:15 and the wind's still flagged off just a little bit. Let's see. This is how you protect a boiling water in the wind. You put up an umbrella.
It's going to light your pants on fire.
And you set your pants on fire. It's really very efficient. Now we're making some more potatoes. We didn't bring much for dinners. We've got potatoes and bacon bits again tonight. Here's the water boiling, or trying to boil, and the umbrellas for the wind. Well, after an enormous amount of struggling, we got our tarp up in the wind, so hopefully this will get us through the evening. We're sincerely hoping that the wind will die. It's died about halfway so far, but hopefully it'll die all the way, because this is a tenuous construction. We really wish we had our tent back, but so it goes. So we're gonna bed down for the night here pretty soon and get up really early in the morning and continue. So good night and have a pleasant evening. Well, after a significant amount of struggling in the wind is dying, and we're just about to get the tarp up. We're really ready to get our regular tent back, because this is an hour-long process in the wind. So, not quite done yet. This is what it's like under a tarp. You don't want driving rain from the side, that's for sure, or serious wind. Our triplex can handle 60, 70 mile an hour winds. This cannot. It's just not sturdy enough.